Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys have had an amazing weekend and we are back. It is Monday and I have another quick and easy little project. Last week we did these floating stacked pockets made out of index cards. And I shared how to make these, and these are using 3x5 index cards. You can do 4x6 as well. You probably might have to cut it off a little bit on the width side, the width side, because most journals are about 5.5-ish. I did do them with a 5x8, same construction. And this week I wanted to share with you a fun little interactive thing that you can add into your journals. And this is the old one, which are these. And these are hidden paper clips on the index card. So that's my index card. This is the 3x5. I have a hidden little paper clip here that you can tuck little fun things in. You can take this and tuck it into a pocket if you wanted to. Or you can, let me grab my journal. You could, let's get to a blank page here. You could just attach it to the edge of your page. So you'll have this pretty little element here and then some writing space or decorative space. Now, when I first constructed these, I did them backwards. It happens. This should be my writing space, so it's hidden. And the decorative paper, which is this one, should be on this side, and this one should be on this side. So be mindful how you want to use it. These I'll tuck into a pocket, which is why I tucked that tag back there. But the new ones that I did after I did these, you will see the difference. So here's another one. I had, again, this paper should have been on this side, and this one, which is more writable, should have been on this side. But look how pretty these look. And you can put this paper clip in any way you want. If you want it to tuck on the left-hand side of your page, you put it on the left side. And then that's what you would see when you flip to it. Or if you want it on the right side, you put your paper clip mechanism on the right side of your index card, and then you can tuck it on that side. Isn't that pretty? I like it. So not only did I do them this way, you can put them on the edge of your page or tuck it in a pocket, but then you can also make it into a pocket and have your hidden paper clip there and tuck fun little things underneath it, and then glue that into your journal. So again, I did it on the on the right, and I also did it where my tuck was on the left. So there's the little notch. I think this will be overkill sticking that in there, but isn't that pretty? Maybe not. Look how pretty that looks with the bows. Really, really fun and so easy to make. Look how pretty. All right, so I'm going to show you. It is so stinking easy. And this will be a great mass make. Now, everyone knows, I have an overabundance of paper index cards. Here are the ones where I rectified my mistake. Now, these are very lightly and neutral. They're decorated very neutral. But, again, very heavy on the part where it should be the writing, and then the writing on the back side. So this might be something I tuck into a pocket. And, again, I have my little hidden writing spot, my hidden paper clip right there. Same with this one. Got ahead of myself. I was just having so much fun mass making. Here's another one. And here's another one. Now these I pivoted and put the lighter part on the inside and a little bit more decorative or heavier. In these cases, I was using up these digitals that I had pre-printed. So they're pretty neutral on all sides. But I think the writing space on the top where your hidden paper clip is would be ideal if you want to attach it onto the edge of a page. So what you write will not be seen. And then the decorative part, you can add a pocket here. You can add a cluster with a little tuck. You know, you could decorate this however you want. But the writing space should be on the part, on the, where your paperclip is attached to. All right, so that is that. And I'm going to show you real quick how to do it. So grab your glue stick, grab your index cards. These happen to be 4x6. Is what I used on this one. I'm going to use the 3x5s because this is what I have. So grab your glue stick, grab your scissors, grab some digitals or lightweight copy paper because, again, we don't want to add too much bulk. And we'll get started. Okay, so I got my glue book. I got my glue stick. My scissors are there. I got the digitals that I want to use. These are on copy paper. And I'm going to start with the top, which is the part that's going to be my writing space. So that will be this paper that I'm using. So I'm just going to cut off this white border so I can get as close to that edge as possible. And not accidentally glue onto the white portion. And you can see I'm not paying attention to how straight I'm going. And I think I'm going to want to come in here. I want this as light as possible, even though you can still write on that. So let's see. Let's see how it goes. All right. So we're going to glue our index card. And we're going to, might as well do it on that side. Save as much paper as I can. Okay, make sure those corners are down. Okay, and then we're gonna cut it out. You're gonna want some scrap pieces of paper to use to disguise your paper clip, and obviously you're gonna need some paper clips. So I use small ones for this project. I didn't use the big ones, which are like, I think, 1 inch. Okay. So there is our writing spot. I'm going to want that dark part on the bottom. And I'm telling you, you should have some scrap pieces of paper, but I don't have any scrap copy paper or coffee dyed. Let me go and grab it. All right, so I got my scrap coffee dyed copy paper, and I'm looking for a paper clip here in my drawer. So I just want to grab one. You're going to want to make sure that your paper is long enough to be able to wrap. So I'm going to attempt to cut this as straight as I can, but I can always trim it up. All right, so I'm gonna want this to be a side tuck. This is where you're gonna decide. Do you want it to clip at the top of your page on the right side? Do you want it to clip at the top of your page on the left side? If you wanna make a pocket, same thing, make a decision what size. Add your thumb notch so you can scale how wide you want your tuck spot to be. Or if you want it to clip on, you know, the side of your page. So I'm going to want mine to go on the side. I think I'm going to want it around there. If you want to round your corners, now would be the time. And I think I want to do that for this one. I did it for some. You'll notice some of mine, I only rounded the 3 corners. So I'll just round the one that is going to be more difficult for me to get to. And then I can always trim around with my scissors and then do the other ones. So I'm gonna grab my piece of paper. And if you wanna ink, now is the time that you would need to ink your edges. And all we're gonna do, just like any other hidden paper clip, we're gonna come up, sandwich that in, make sure your edges are aligned, and then bring it over and bring it a little bit past the edge of your paper clip. So we want it maybe around there. And I'm just gonna trim it off. I don't care if it's straight or crooked. We're gonna cover that with the decorative paper, so you're not even gonna see this side. Okay, so I think that's a little too close to the edge now that I rounded the corner, so I'm gonna bring it down just a little. I'm gonna center that paper clip, and then I think I'm gonna want, yeah, I want the longer side on this side because I'm gonna attach it to a page. Okay, and then you're gonna get your wet glue. Gonna get your wet glue. Let me just make sure my glue is flowing. And I'll let you know what kind of glue I'm using. I try to keep it as simple as I can. No special stuff. Just make sure it's flowing. Okay, I think we are good. I hope everyone's doing well and having some crafty fun over the weekend, but here we go. So I'm gonna glue around and in between the paper clip. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna even that out right there. Make sure it catches on the sides. Okay. Make sure if you have any seepage, is good. You can tuck something underneath to make sure it doesn't glue. Make sure it's not stuck. Okay, and then we're gonna bring that right back down. Okay. So now that that's stuck there, we're gonna come in and we're gonna glue this side to the back. And flush it as close to that edge, nice and snug as you possibly can. And then make sure it catches on the sides to secure that in place. It is that easy, guys. Okay, let me remove my paper. Now, when you decorate it, all that wrinkle, because it is Elmer's glue. This is Elmer's school glue that I use, and I have it in an old Sugar Bells bottle. Nothing fancy there. And my glue stick is Simply A+ Jumbo glue stick. I get it at my local discount store. There's 2 in a pack when I buy them. All right. Now we're going to cover the back. So I'm going to bring in, get rid of that paper, put it to the side. I'm going to come in and I'm going to, now this is directional. And I think I want something fun. I think I want to capture as much of that bingo. No, I think I want to capture the collage portion of this. So I'm just going to cut the border off. And I wish I can tell you where I got these pages from. There's a lot of Facebook groups and a lot of creators out here that offers free digitals. There's a few that I follow on Ko-Fi that offers free digitals. I wish I can tell you there's no name. I am so sorry. So we're gonna come in and we're gonna get all of this nicely glued with glue, covered with glue. And then I'm gonna flip this over. And I'm gonna go right around here-ish. Okay. Make sure all the ends are good. Make sure we're nice and covered. And then we can cut it out. And I think when I decorate this one, I'm going to keep it a little simple. So I can see I came out a little bit away from the I'm gonna come around that corner, from the edge of the index card. And that's the part of the paper clip that sticks out just a little bit, and that's fine. You can cut around that. And I'll give you a close-up of what that looks like. So this is what we have, and you can see it's a little off the edge there, right? You can see the little, and that's okay. I can see I didn't cut this straight. Okay. This is where you can round the rest of your corners if you chose to do that. You can ink it, do whatever you want. You can add a pocket on this side if you choose to and have a little tuck. That would be fun. I don't have anything around me that would match, but you can definitely add a pocket and have some stuff in there, or build a nice little, add a little cluster if you wanted to, as a decoration, whatever you like. But here is our paper clip. And now we have, I thought I had something here to put on it, but I guess not. Where are my bows? I think I want to keep this one simple. So I'm going to grab my bag of bows. I think I want a darker color this time. Let's see. What colors do we have here? Yeah. I think I'm going to want to put this here. Maybe something underneath. Let's see what I have. I'm working with scraps. Oh, this will be fun. I have this stamped fabric. This is fabric from the Dollar Tree. Sorry about the sun. Fabric from the Dollar Tree, and I dipped it in tea, and I think I want that. How do I want it? I think it's a little too big, so let's see if we can rip it. And then I just went and stamped on it. Oh no, can I not rip? Sometimes this material, the way the threads go, doesn't allow you to tear as easily as you would like. So we're gonna have to cut it, and then I'll just fray the edges. It's like going against the norm, so we'll just fray the edges. Okay, all right. That's a little better. I'm gonna put it right there, and I'm gonna make sure that this sits right on top. So maybe bring that down just a little bit. But you can decorate it however you like. I am just doing something a little easy. Just make sure it doesn't seep underneath, okay? And then we're gonna put this on top. And then let's pull those threads out. I can add a little bling if I want to there. Cut the tail. You can keep them as short as you want, as long as you want. But there it is. You have your little tuck spot that's going to hang off of your page. So let me bring my book back in. And again, sorry about the sun, but this is what it would look like in your journal. So we're gonna move that out of the way. Might want it a little towards the top. So it will look like this on one side, and then when you flip it over, you can either have your pocket or a nice little cluster there, maybe a side tuck. And then underneath would be your hidden writing spots. You can journal underneath. So there it is, everyone. I think they're super sweet to add in. Something really quick to make that adds a little bit of something to your journal without a lot of work and actually using items that you may already have in your stash. So index cards, you can use them any size. These are the 4x6. These are the 3x5s. Again, you can do them from the left, from the top right, top left, left side, right side. You can make them into pockets and have your tucks on your pockets. I think these came out really pretty. Really, really pretty. And this is the same paper that I still had left over from this. And I think this just came out super sweet. You can even make this, and when you do your pocket, add your hidden paper clip, and now you have that extra added element on there and don't even have to decorate this. So you can combine the two projects together and create something even more interactive. I think that will look beautiful in your journal. I love how this one came out with the blues, and I don't craft in blues that often, but these are just very, very pretty. And again, just be mindful. These were the first ones that I did. These I'm going to tuck into pockets because the writing space is in the back. And if you want to attach it on the side of a journal, you might want to leave or consider leaving your writing space on the top, which would sit behind the paper. No one would see it, and then you can decorate the other side however you like, or leave it as it is and write on both sides if you choose to. So there is this week's project, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you give it a try. It is very, very easy, very beginner friendly, using items that are easy to find. These are index cards. They're sold at Dollar Tree, which we all love to go to Dollar Tree. Although I am sad that they are moving away from their crafting items, but the sales are amazing. And I have not gone because I do have quite a lot that I need to work through. But you can find index cards at Walmart, your local discount store, Target, big box retailers, Office Max, Staples. I mean, index cards can be found just about anywhere. And have it go at it. Let me know what you think. Have a great week, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care now. Bye.